Hello Taurus, Elsie here with a bonus read. How are you, my bull gang? I hope you are well. I'm here to do a reading for you. Let's find out. Oh, you're not going to use those ones? Where are we going? Okay. Let's find out what's going on for you, my friends. Whenever I do a bonus read, I do not date or time the bonus reads. I intend to read for the energy that is current or the future. And whenever that shows up for you is whatever is on your timeline. Take it as it resonates for you. So let's find out what's going on for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me what is coming up for Taurus, please. What do I need to know about Taurus? Tell me about Taurus. Taurus, we have some sort of a change that is showing up here. Like I said, could be current energy or future energy. But we do have the Death card. It is Scorpio energy here. There is some sort of a change that is coming up or the ending of something. So take it as it resonates for you. We do have the Six of Cups and we do have the Temperance card. Look, something is coming to an end and it could be a long time friendship. It could be a long time relationship of some sort, whatever tag you put on that, whether it's love or friendship or family. It feels like you've known somebody for a really long time. Now, for some of you, it could mean that something is about to arrive and start over again. You could be going on another cycle of this. But for others of you, I feel like you're stopping the cycle in its tracks. And I feel like it's supposed to be that way. Then when the Temperance shows up, it's like, this is exactly what we were talking about. This is what's supposed to be happening right now. So I'm going to say, stay out of the doorway and get into the flow. Stop stopping people from leaving your life, because it feels like something is going down here that is possibly going to be ending or renewing itself. Like the Death card doesn't always have to be a death, right? It doesn't always have to be something coming to an end, but it can be a renewal, because whenever something ends, something must begin. So it could be that you're looking at this Six of Cups energy differently now. You're looking at nostalgia or something, like maybe you're thinking, maybe this is somebody we've been following each other around for lifetimes. But Temperance is here, and so I feel like something is about to go down. Something is about to happen here, Taurus. We do have the Seven of Cups. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Interesting. And then we have the Queen of Cups. We have the Emperor in the reverse in the distance here. I do believe that we are talking about a relationship that you have with someone that you see as someone who is kind and compassionate and loving, someone who's very empathic. I feel like you see this person as a healer. We could be talking about someone who is Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. We don't have to. But it does feel like this person is a healer. I want to say this person that we're talking about is someone who is a healer. We do have the Wheel of Fortune with the Six of Cups, and so it does feel like there's about to be some sort of an expansion or something that's about to come full circle or come back around again. And that's kind of the energy that I was getting with the Six of Cups as well. So it feels like there is somebody that you are very connected to in a very spiritual or very energetic way, I'm going to say, that it feels like it's an energetic or a spiritual connection, and I feel like it's about to show itself again. And I feel like the person that we're talking about is somebody who might be a healer. You might be dreaming about this person. You could possibly be dreaming about having an ending with this person. And it feels like it's a very dreamlike energy that maybe you know that this is coming. It almost feels like we go from the Six of Cups of like you thinking about the happy times that you used to have with a person. They could be a Scorpio, a Sagittarius, could be a Cancer or a Pisces. Maybe, Sagittarius energy is here as well. But there's about to be something that's going to change. There is change that's coming with this person. There is some sort of change. And I feel like it's almost like it's coming back round. Now, if somebody is coming back round to you, I feel like that this person has changed. So in effect, they've had an ego death. I want to say that the Death card is here, that they've had an ego death. They've died and they've been reborn. So it feels like it's like somebody that you might not even recognize energetically, but you know that you know them because you've known them in the 3D. We do have the Emperor in the reverse, and it tells me that somebody is not ready to take control of the situation yet. It feels like somebody is not feeling as steady and sturdy as they usually do, or is feeling like they're not very capable. It feels like they could be the Emperor is someone who is a masculine leaning energy, but also has feminine energy, so feminine or masculine. But the Emperor who is in the future here, it feels like somebody here is not exactly feeling like they're in charge or they have control. It feels like they don't have control over something. Maybe you feel like this whole situation is something that you don't have control over, and I would say yes, because the Wheel of Fortune is here. But it feels like it's coming up as the Emperor in the reverse. Maybe you're used to being in control of these situations, and now you're kind of waiting on the universe to give you a sign that it's time for you to move forward with somebody who might be a healer or somebody that you might have great feelings for here. Why is the Death card here? Tell me about this. Why is the Death card here for Taurus, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Got the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so what's changing here is somebody who was previously very quiet with you, Taurus, is about to become vulnerable. I feel like somebody who was sitting down on the situation is about to get up. They're about to stand up here, and they're about to be more vulnerable. I think that this is somebody who was holding on to you from a distance, but this is also somebody who was not giving you any of their energy. Shut off, shut down, miserly. Not really giving you any of their energy here. We do have the Magician energy. Isn't that interesting? So the Magician energy, it makes me feel like somebody has realized that they're in charge of their own future. That they're in charge of their own future. The Magician also is giving me the energy of the Four of Pentacles. It's like somebody is like, yeah, Charlie, who is my guide, just showed me somebody who took like a crowbar and is like opening up a box, and like a wooden box. It's like an old wooden box. And so it feels like somebody's realized that they do have the tools to be able to become more vulnerable, that they do have the tools to kind of get themselves out of the box they put themselves in. And I feel like it's all due to this transformation here. Somebody here is having some sort of an ego death or a spiritual awakening here with the Magician and the Death card. It's like one day they go to sleep and the next day they wake up and they realize that they have all the tools that they need to move forward, that this is a new path and a new time. It's like somebody's having some sort of a realization here that there is something that's in the future here. So the Page of Cups, of course, is somebody who is this could be a new connection. And like I said before, this could be somebody that you already know, but they're absolutely brand new because they've had a death and a rebirth here. So this is somebody that you've known before, but they're not like the person that you knew before. So I'm going to say that if you're thinking about someone in the past, that you need to stop thinking those things that you're thinking about them, because they're not that way anymore. So if you already have an idea of who you think I'm talking about, this person has had a complete 180. They've completely changed their life. We do have the Two of Cups here, and I feel like the Two of Cups is telling me that somebody wants to bring balance into the situation. I feel that this is going to be a surprising connection, and good news is coming. I feel like the good news is that somebody that you were wishing and hoping would change their mind, change their heart. I think that's happening. And I think it's happening because they've realized that they are the Magician. So we do have the Fool, which is 0, right? That's in the Major Arcana, which is the card that is nothing, but it has the possibility of being everything. The next card, the next person that the Fool goes to see, the Fool is you and I on a new path. The next person that the Fool goes to see is the Magician. A lot of people never make it past that point, right? Because they don't realize they have the tools, they have the power to manifest, that wherever thoughts go, that's where their energy flows. Some people don't believe in that stuff, and so that's where they stop. They don't get to the High Priestess, which is the next card number 2 in the Major Arcana. They don't get to this place where they listen to their intuition. I feel like this person is finally at the Magician energy, where they realize that they have more power, more tools, more manifestation energy than they ever had, and it's because of this awakening that they've had here. And I feel like this is really good news, but it's also quite a surprise, I want to say. Quite a surprise for this person, who could be an Aries or a Gemini. They could be a Cancer, possibly, or a Scorpio. I feel like you know this person that I'm talking about, and I feel like this person could be someone who is a friend. They don't have to be a lover, because the Six of Cups is just nostalgia, simply. It's like we have a lot of history together, emotional history. We've done things together. We know each other, emotional history, right? Tell me about the Six of Cups. We have the Ten of Pentacles. This might be a person who is a member of your family or someone that you worked with. maybe on a project that paid out a lot of money here, but this could also be someone who you see as someone who is very abundant, ready to settle down, someone who's a real go-getter, and someone who I think when they appear to you this time, Taurus, they're going to be looking like someone who is very balanced. Like maybe this energy here is something that they didn't have before. They didn't have this balanced energy before. And I feel like you're going to notice something is different about them. They might be someone who previously was not ready to settle down. Maybe they're ready to settle down. They feel like their energy has settled. They feel a lot more balanced, but I feel like this person is keeping their feelings under the surface. I feel like they are someone who is taking charge of the situation, but it does feel like it is someone who maybe has not told you about feelings. We do have the Hermit energy. I feel like this is a person that you have not been in contact with. So there's not been a whole lot of communication between you and this person here. I feel like this Temperance energy is telling me that either you're the healer or they are. Take it as it resonates, but the Temperance energy is telling me that there is a moment coming up in the very near future that is going to bring great balance and happiness. It's a moment, it's a moment of healing after being really patient about something. It's a moment of healing. Something is showing up that you don't think is going to show up. And it does feel like with Temperance here, it feels like it's, Angel Michael. The Angel Michael is like bringing two people together. Like that's what it feels like here. We've got the Five of Cups. We've got the Three of Pentacles, and we have the Strength card. So it does feel like somebody here has been holding back. This is somebody, like I supposed, I felt kind of over here, we do have the Three of Pentacles. So this isn't, I feel, someone that you've dated before. But it is someone that maybe you would have thought, you know what, if they would just change, if they would just become more aware, if they would become more aware of who they are and where they come from. Like maybe this is a person that you wished would have changed their ways or changed their mind, because maybe there might be a chance for you and them if they were to change their mind about you or the situation or even about themselves, right? We do have the Three of Pentacles, which tells me that you know this person and possibly that they live in your community or they are somebody that you have spoken with before. I feel like it almost feels like, it does feel like an energy of, if this person would just stop being that way, if they would just stop like dating everyone here, there, and everybody and being ready to settle down and just pick a partner, like be on someone's team, like pick a partnership, right? I feel like you've been holding yourself back from this person because you know that you would have to take on more of the energy of the relationship in terms of healing. And I feel like you might be the healer. You might be the one who is the healer who is in balance. And I feel like you just don't want to sacrifice your empathy that way, your psychic intuition, whatever it is, this energy that the Queen of Cups holds, right? It feels like somebody here is feeling like, I just don't have that much energy to put into a one-sided relationship. But if that person would ever come to me after changing their ways, that maybe something could come about here. Now, I think that somebody is dreaming about you, or maybe you're dreaming about them. But it does feel like there is sort of the Seven of Cups is giving me this dream state, dreaming of all of the options, all of the things that could be if somebody were to change their ways, change their mind. Tell me about the Seven of Cups. We have the Nine of Cups, we have the Ace of Swords, and we have the Ace of Wands. So it does feel like that. I feel like you dream, in your dreams, you dream about being passionate with this person. You dream about speaking with them. You dream about them being your wish fulfillment. But you know that in the 3D world is very different than the dream state. I feel like you're wishing and hoping in the dream state. I feel like you're living it sort of like another life with them in the dream state. But you know that this person, as they were in the past before this reckoning here, I feel like you know that this person is somebody who just wasn't good for you. But I think everything is about to change here. I feel like you're about to see somebody here in a different light. And I feel that it will be noticeable change, because the Hermit energy is here. You've not spoken to this person. You've not heard from them, seen them, nothing. It feels like you've gained a lot of wisdom about the situation. I think the wisdom that you've gained is, I need to let this person go. They're not for me. We don't have the same goals. We don't want the same things. And I feel like that's the reason that you let this person go, because you know that they're not going to be great for your life here. But things are changing here, because the Wheel of Fortune is here. Tell me what's changing. We do have the Three of Wands. We have the Six of Wands. And we have the Six of Pentacles. I feel like there is going to be some contact here. It feels like you have been waiting for expansion. So what that means is I feel like you're not the person who is out there in the dating field. I feel like you're not the person who's on the apps. You're not the person who's looking for someone. I feel like you're someone who is changing the self, ready to change, ready to move forward and make changes within you. I feel like you're ready for your life to expand. The Wheel of Fortune is here, Jupiter energy, right? That is Jupiter energy, which is about expansion, moving forward, things that are of good luck, good nature. And then we have the Three of Wands, which tells me that you are looking at taking another opportunity that's coming up in the future. So I feel like for some of you that this person is in the past already, but there is a new person coming in. It feels like the Six of Wands, 6 and 3 is 9. I want to say that that what is changing here, that you are coming out of this energy of being the wounded warrior. We've got 6, 9, and 1 is 10. We've got 10 wands here on the table, and it feels like you are dropping some burdens that you used to have, and I feel like you're ready to get out there again and meet people, speak to people, give reciprocity. You might be someone who's volunteering. Possibly you're someone who's very giving and kind of your time and your money, your energy, but there's a whole bunch of change here, and I think the change is within you. And but the thing is I feel like it feels like with the Six of Wands that you're about to start something new or step across a finish line. It feels like you're about to have victory. So it feels like you're about to meet somebody new possibly. So as you meet somebody new, you might be surprised about this person who's come from the past and has done a whole bunch of work on themselves, that they're almost irrecognizable, probably physically and energetically, that you didn't expect that they would make these changes in their life, but you still might be kind of giving them the side eye, right? It's good news that they've changed, but you're not really sure if this is where you want to put your time and your energy. Tell me about the Queen of Cups, please. We do have the Queen of Wands, we have the Three of Cups, and we have the Queen of Pentacles. We have all three queens here. We're missing the Queen of Swords. So I feel like there's no conversation that's going on here at this time. And the Queen of Pentacles tells me that what you're looking for is what you are, Taurus. What you are is grounded and solid and moving forward slowly, focused on your pentacle world, focused on your balance and being dependable. You're also focused, I feel, on taking care of yourself on the outside for sure. And you're the most attractive that you've been. And I mean that on the outside, but I also mean that you're attracting more than you've ever attracted before. And I think that all of it is making this for a very happy new beginning that's coming up here. We do have the Three of Cups, and the Three of Cups is celebration and excitement. So it feels like there is somebody here who is possibly ready to step into their Empress energy, because we haven't seen the Queen of Swords yet. And so it almost feels like somebody here has one more lesson to learn before it's time for them to step into their Empress energy here. We do have the Emperor in the reverse here. Tell me why the Emperor is in the reverse. You know what? It does, again, it feels like somebody who wasn't ready before, Taurus, that made you just say, no, I'm not doing that thing. I'm just going to head forward and just look for something new. I feel like that person is changed. I want to say that there's been a significant change, that there's been this Emperor in the reverse here is somebody who's had a significant closing. Something has ended in their life. Something has closed. A door has closed here. And I feel like the World card with the Emperor is telling me that this person, the reason that they were in the reverse is because they were going through a lot of hardship in their life, and they didn't have the capacity to be in the midst of a relationship. They just didn't have the capacity to do it. I feel like this person here is in the midst of healing and trying to find balance in their life, so they can come to you in a way that that they've always kind of wanted to come to you in that way. I want to say they never wanted to be the Emperor in reverse, but they were dealing with a lot of things in the past that they needed to close the doors on a bunch of stuff. They needed to learn lessons, right? Because the World card is about things coming full circle. They needed to learn lessons. They needed to close the doors, tie up loose ends. It feels like somebody here is doing a whole bunch of healing, which is bringing them to this place of justice, which is balance, right? Tell me what the outcome is here. Tell me what the outcome is here. Will Taurus ever come together with this person? We do have the Page of Swords, we have the Fool energy, and we have the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like I can say pretty confidently that there is a new beginning here for you. This person is currently watching you right now. So if you feel like somebody's been watching you on social media, and you might know that, you might have evidence of that with your stories or whatever way you're monitoring on social media, I feel like this person is watching you because they're about to come forward. And when they come forward to you, Taurus, they want to be really confident. This person is somebody who possibly has started a business, but I also feel like this person is someone who's ending a long-term relationship, possibly. They're going to be having a new beginning, a new confident beginning, and that's why they were in the reverse here. We've got the Two of Swords, we've got the Four of Wands, and we got the Eight of Cups. This person is walking away from another relationship here, and I think I told you that already, Taurus. Somebody here is walking away from another relationship, but they felt like they couldn't contact you until all of their stuff was done. This person is coming forward, and like I said, they're going to be completely different than you have ever saw them before. And I don't believe this is someone that you ever had a romantic connection with. Although we do have the Six of Cups here, so I feel like it's someone that you had wished that if things were different in a different life and different circumstances, that you wished that things would work out between you and them, that they would have an interest in you, and maybe you thought that they didn't have an interest in you at all. I think that they always did have an interest, but I feel like that they had too much trauma, that there were so many things going on that they had to first go through this transformation before it was even possible for them to be able to come forward here. I feel like you've been going through your own transformation, Taurus, because it looks like here you still have to have the Queen of Swords, lesson first, one that liberates you, that makes you stand up and say things articulately, not angry, not pissed off, not giving this person shit because they've taken too long, not any of that. The Queen of Swords is somebody who is trying to look at things logically, bringing things into balance. She's Libra. And so this is somebody who's being very articulate and very, very specific about the information that she is talking about. So I feel like you are yet to liberate yourself in the situation, and it could happen when this person shows up here. It definitely could. We haven't seen the Queen of Swords yet, but it feels like you will be getting communication from this person. Yeah, I feel like you will be getting communication from this person, and I think that you will see them face to face. They're going to ask you, can I see you face to face? Some of you are going to say, no, you broke my heart. This is it. This is the end of the line. And for others of you, you're going to be, yeah, okay, let's have a coffee. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about why things, look at that. Let's talk about why things ended up the way that they did. I feel like you didn't have the tools, Taurus. I'm just telling you, you were not the Empress. You didn't have the tools. You didn't have all the information, and neither did this person. And so I feel like the Queen of Swords here is the last lesson you need to learn, but first you need to learn it by meeting this person face to face and learning how to be very logical and in this energy of being assertive and not aggressive. I feel like that's the next lesson. Rather than giving this person shit and telling them all the things that they were not, please realize that you were not those things either, and that you were also learning lessons. So I feel like the Queen of Swords is coming, and I feel like the way that you learn the Queen of Swords is by keeping your shit together while you're still telling somebody exactly what you think. I feel like you're going to have the face-to-face meeting in order for that to go down. I'm going to leave that right there, Taurus. Thank you so much for being here and watching. I do appreciate you, Bull Gang. I'll be back because I'm always back. You guys have a great rest of your weekend, and I hope you're well. I'm out for now. Bye-bye.